Hello there, my fellow Open World gamers. What's up? It's Robbie here with Open World Games, and we have Watch Dogs 3 news. That's right, Watch Dogs 3 is making the rounds in the news lately. Plus, also, yes, we're talking about Ubisoft's endeavor into the Battle Royale space. Ubisoft Massive, of course, who is known for The Division, and they're now working on The Division 2, as well as that Avatar game. Well, sounds like they could be bringing us their own Battle Royale game, or perhaps a Battle Royale mode in The Division 2. We'll be talking about that, of course, in the video, as well as the Watch Dogs 3 news. Now, if you just want The Division 2 and Battle Royale news, use the description below to skip ahead to that, because we're going to be starting, first of all, with Watch Dogs 3. Let me know, what is your favorite Watch Dogs game? Watch Dogs 2 or Watch Dogs 1? That is the question of the day. I cannot start this without, first of all, thanking my buddy over at UB Central, Brett, for finding out a lot about this information, and to you guys for tweeting out to YouTubers like us about some cool findings. But yeah, Brett's YouTube channel is in the description below, of course. Now, Mac tweeted out a photo to UB Central showing his interaction with Ubisoft's new AI dubbed Sam. Now, what is Sam exactly? Well, it's an AI that Ubisoft created when you go ahead and ask questions of any kind, and Sam will respond. This is what actually happened in regards to that. So let me pull that up for you guys really fast here. So right here, we could see the interaction that Mac had with Sam, this new AI. And the biggest takeaway from this is the question that was asked a second time. It was, when will Watch Dogs 3 come out? And the response from the automated Ubisoft AI, remember this AI is designed by Ubisoft, was, Watch Dogs 3 is not finished yet, but from the last early build I tried, it's very solid. The dev team works wonders. Can't wait for you to try it. So, in a way, they basically just confirmed that Watch Dogs 3 is happening. It's been in development, and it's actually in a playable state. So, I am so hyped to actually see gameplay. You know, Ubisoft, there's rumors that we would see Splinter Cell from them at E3. The Division 2 is confirmed for E3 as well. And then now, Watch Dogs 3 sounds like it's also going to be at E3. Now, I don't imagine all of these would release fall 2018. Some of them I would think would be timed for March or spring of 2019. That's going to be my guess. That would make a lot of sense because, you know, Ubisoft competing with themselves is cool, but in the case of games competing with themselves, you always have to remember Titanfall 2 did not do well competing against Battlefield 1. That was a big mistake when EA did that, and, you know, I don't think Ubisoft wants to make that mistake when releasing all of their stuff. Now, also with Watch Dogs 3 teases, there was like an April Fool's prank that Ubisoft did. They suddenly had a strange interface appear on Uplay that looked very much like Watch Dogs user interface used for hacking. I mean, it was basically the identical text and everything. So could that have been, you know, a type of tease? Perhaps, and a really good April Fool's joke. But I really do think that everything's working up to these teases for sure. Now, you know, the biggest question is where will Watch Dogs 3 take place? So, you know, Watch Dogs 2 got a brand new ending. You may remember that thanks to a brand new patch. Now, in the patch, it not only opens up a new ending, but additional cooperative opportunities, giving more players the reason to really revisit Watch Dogs 2. Now, as players took their time researching and combing through the content, and all the sources are in the description below, by the way. IGN discovered this. GameRant also did an article about this as well. Well, it was a 10 gigabyte download for the update, which is absolutely huge for a simple adjustment to the ending. Now, the ending did feature two men talking, by the way, and they were talking about DedSec propaganda messages and all sorts of different things as well. But after the standard DedSec propaganda message ends, there's a recording of two men talking about making a call after the DedSec group goes global And IGN did point out that the coordinates where the message is coming from is located in the Brixton area of London. So it sounds like Ubisoft might be trying to tease a type of London environment for Watch Dogs 3. Now, also after the 2-minute and 16 mark, when the two men are talking about stomping out DedSec's uprising, what's really interesting is that if you click throughout the video and read the comment section on the page, some of the users were pointing out something very cool, that they could be teasing a Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed crossover as well. There was someone that commented and pointed out that Assassin's Creed Syndicate was set in London, which also happens to be where Edward Kenway's family from Assassin's Creed 4 was also located. So London seems to be, again, a very, very popular place, and you got to remember what happened to the Bloom Corporation, after Marcus and the gang at DedSec were done destroying it. So there's this crazy theory that Abstergo might step in to purchase Bloom and attempt to shut down DedSec. Would you guys like to see that type of crossover? Let me know. It sounds interesting. You know what? Check out the article all about this in the description below. It's actually a really cool read if you're a big Ubisoft fan and Assassin's Creed fan, and if you're into all of these games. It's definitely worth looking into. I personally wouldn't mind it at all. I think a Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed crossover would be really fitting, and I personally think they've been teasing this sort of thing a lot. I do remember, if I could just paraphrase really quickly, that Ubisoft was more interested in just doing Easter eggs and not doing like a series crossover, but that was a while ago. I remember they said that a while ago. So we'll see what happens. Maybe their mood has changed with that one. Who knows? All right, The Division 2 and Battle Royale. What's going on here? What is the deal? So yeah, Battle Royale is extremely popular right now. You guys know that Fortnite is basically, well, one of the few games that everyone is playing. You know, all the Call of Duty YouTubers, everyone is playing Fortnite right now. And, for good reason. It's a really good game. It's one of the most intense experiences ever. But also, it is selling like hotcakes. And this is something that Ubisoft and other developers and publishers cannot ignore. So according to a report from Game Reactor citing sources within the studio over at Ubisoft Massive, it's a result of Massive being asked by Ubisoft to start looking into the Battle Royale game type in January of this year. And then the studio reported it could cook up something fun in a pretty short amount of time, especially considering the Division itself contains almost all the ingredients needed to make this kind of shooter, end quote. So yeah, Ubisoft apparently approached Ubisoft Massive, said, hey guys, you know what, this Battle Royale thing, it's freaking taken off, and we need you guys to really look into it. Would you do that for us? And Ubisoft Massive apparently was like, yeah, sure, we'll look into this for you guys, because, we're really familiar with open worlds. I remember one of you guys in my streams and in the comments of my YouTube videos actually tagging Fortnite as an open world shooter, and that's very appropriate. The map is very much open world, as you can see with, Watch Dogs, as we're looking here, how much data has to be streamed, and even with the Division here, how much Ubisoft Massive knows about open world shooters. So it would make a lot of sense for them to basically pursue a Battle Royale mode. Now, the biggest question is, would this Battle Royale mode be in the Division 2, or would it be a Battle Royale game of its own, a new IP? So there's where the question lies. We don't know the answer to that yet, but it sounds like Ubisoft is definitely going to be pursuing something Battle Royale related. Question for you guys is, do you want it to be a brand new game? Do you want to see Ubisoft go after Battle Royale all the way with the new IP? Because it could take a little bit to develop for, of course, or do you want to see it end up in the Division 2 down the road, or even at launch? Do you think it's appropriate to fit in the Division? I guess if it was more like survival mechanics, or they had a, game mode, it would make a lot of sense for it to end up in the Division 2. I could see that happening for sure. So let me know what you guys think about Ubisoft working on a Battle Royale game. If that's something you want to see, do you think it's oversaturated? Do you think it's too much? You know, I'm personally really excited about the PvE stuff with the Division, and I'm also excited to see where they're going with the PvP mechanics. You know, in their statement about the Division 2, which again we should be hearing more about this June from E3, they did say they were really in tune to player feedback. They weren't messing around. They know what you guys liked and what you did not like from the first Division. I do remember a lot of complaints basically about PvP being too bullet spongy. And I know that there's been updates, and if you upgrade your character enough now, that's not the case. But a lot of people feel like it should kind of feel more like Ghost Recon Wildlands, maybe. Is that something you guys would like to see? Please let me know. I know a lot of you guys really love the mechanics of the Division. You really don't want too much to change, and you feel like there's a niche there that Ubisoft is really succeeding at. But we'll see what happens. But I do think it would be cool to see perhaps maybe a PvP mode in the game where it isn't so bullet spongy. That's just my opinion. Don't kill me for that opinion. But I personally really do like how you have to upgrade your character, and you actually feel the rewards in the first Division, where, you know, it becomes less and less bullet spongy as time goes on. And you feel like, holy crap, I'm getting way more powerful as time goes on. All right, guys, so there's the latest happenings around Ubisoft's biggest franchise. You know, Watch Dogs 3 looks like it's going to be happening very soon. You know, even Splinter Cell is apparently going to be getting its own game. You can find that video. I did that video here on Open World Games before this one, so be sure to check that out. I'll try to throw that in the description below if you missed it. But Sam Fisher is returning. He's also returning in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Michael Ironside is doing the voice work, which is insanely exciting. When I heard his voice over work, I was like, yes, that is Sam Fisher right there. But I'm totally hyped, guys, for the future of open world games, especially this year in 2018. It's looking really, really good. We've got a ton to look forward to. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out fall, and so much other cool games. You know, I just did a video about State of Decay 2. Got to play that one at PAX East. I am so hyped for one of the most, I guess you would say, the ultimate co-op zombie experience, in my opinion. And I cannot freaking wait for May 22nd for State of Decay 2. But, yep, stay tuned here for more Watch Dogs 3 news. You know, we should be getting, hopefully, you know, a release date around E3, June. We don't know if that's going to be a release date of 2018. I think The Division might be releasing in 2018 because maybe they'll release it that soon. I don't know if they're going to tease that game a whole year out, or if they're going to do more of like a Fallout 4 tactic. Remember, Fallout 4 was revealed months before they actually released that game, which I thought was pretty awesome if they did that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you want more. And I will see you guys next time.